Hello there mandolin players, Magnus here, and the most frequent question I get is how do we learn to play fast? It's a very good one, but in this video I want to address this thing. Why do we even want to play fast? And I got 3 main points that I think why we should pay attention to this, and it's quite something that also I hear a lot, that people say, well, I'm not that interested in playing fast, I prefer playing good instead, like it's either an A or B option. I'm not of that opinion, but the first reason why I think we want to pay attention to this is to be able to participate. No matter how well you play at the slow tempo, if you're at the jam session, if you're playing with your friends and they are kicking off a tune, let's say at 160 beats per minute, or well, in this faster tempos, and you can't keep up. I mean, we've all been in that situation, just trying to keep up, feeling the tension come to our shoulders and our hands, and the playing actually get worse, so we stop playing. I think that's almost like the worst feeling, being at a jam session and not being able to participate only because the tempo is too fast. I prefer sticking with the tempo, playing with the others, even if it's not the best performance I can do. I like to participate. So that's the main reason I think this is important. The second reason is what I call that has to do with good mandolin technique. And the reason also I'm bringing up this subject is we have this upcoming Mandolin Bootcamp where we can help you with this. It's me and my good friend and colleague Hayes Griffin who is doing the bootcamp. You can read all about it at our website mandolinsecrets.com/bootcamp. And I actually want to address this to Hayes right now. Hayes, why do you think it's important to pay attention to playing fast?
I think that's a great question, Magnus. Why is playing fast something that we should all be paying attention to? I can think of a few different reasons right off the top of my head. One, in order to play fast, you have to use the most relaxed, efficient version of your mandolin technique possible in order to execute music at faster tempos. This means that you're going to have to really pay attention to your technique and analyze your right and left hand to get them working together in the most efficient, relaxed way possible. Doing this will also improve your slow playing too. So playing fast actually just improves your mandolin playing on the whole if you think about it this way.
I couldn't agree more with Hayes on that one. As I stated earlier, it's not an A-B option. When I'm improving my speed playing, I'm improving my overall mandolin playing at the same time. The third reason why I think it's important to pay attention to this has to do with energy. This is probably the main reason why we're playing tunes at the high tempo. There's a certain kind of energy that comes from playing a tune at a faster tempo. You can't get that kind of energy playing the same tune at a slow tempo. So tempo and speed is actually a thing that brings energy to music. With that said, it's not only about playing tunes at a fast tempo. We can also play tunes at a slower tempo, but put in some like hot licks and some like speed runs in there to bring more energy to the music. Also related to this thing about energy, if you want to impress someone with your mandolin playing, it's a very good idea to throw in a little speed run or something like that, and people will like, wow. And that, well, basically because you are bringing energy into your musical performance. So 3 good reasons there. So if you want to learn more about this, how to play fast and bring in some speed into your playing, go check out the Mandolin Bootcamp. It's coming up in a couple of weeks, and it's going to be a 5-day online live event. So we're going to get together for live training every day, 5 days in a row. It's going to be a blast. And don't only take my word that I can help you with this. Here's what some of the previous participants of the Mandolin Bootcamp is saying. Here's from Bob. He says, I feel I've really improved my playing. Chris says, I've got so much from this 2 weeks. Carlene below is my breakthrough moment. This was proof to me that your method worked. So much fun, she says. And here's Ken. The tools today are very powerful. They pretty much unlock everything on the mandolin. Tim says, thank you Magnus and Hayes. You are both great musicians and kind, patient teachers. Mary says, thank you for your generosity during the course. So much more than expected. And Bob says, loved the boot camp, and perhaps the best thing, he was introduced to me and this amazing community. I want to hear once again from Hayes why he thinks it's important with this thing, why we should play fast.
The second reason that I kind of think about is that we all want to graduate from the slow jam and start to participate with the larger musical community. Let's be honest, most of the styles of music that we play that are related to the mandolin are executed at mid and fast tempos. Not saying that it's not fun to sit down with your friends and play slow tunes, but if you learn to play fast, then you've actually just doubled or tripled the number of people that you can experience the joy of music with. So I think that's another great reason that we should be focusing on playing fast. We can socialize with other people and interact with people in musical ways that we wouldn't have been able to otherwise.
Yeah, so Hayes is actually reinforcing this thing about participation as I talked about earlier. I would love to see you in the Mandolin Bootcamp, so go learn more and sign up today just following the link below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, play fast.